In today's video, I'm going to share how you can remove those filler words from your speech. And in doing so, you can increase the clarity of your message. You're going to make more of an impact in a shorter space of time. And you're going to be remembered for the right reasons, not the reasons where people are watching you and going, why are they using so many filler words? Have they not prepared? Are they nervous? You think they're nervous, or they're doing more of it? Oh, they're getting nervous. I'm getting nervous. Or are they doing it because they don't care? Like, what is the reason they're doing it? Now, here's the thing. You might not be feeling any of those things. It might just be a habit that you have using the filler words. But what's important is the perception that people have receiving a message with lots of filler words. It doesn't matter why. It's time to remove them. Now, you might be at a stage where you have zero awareness if you use filler words or not. And that's okay. But watching this video from this moment on, you have to give yourself permission to be aware of your filler words, because if you're not aware of them, how can you remove them? You know, as human beings, if we're not aware about something, we can't change it. So there's going to need to be from you a level of radical awareness from this moment forward. Now, you might be the type of person that is very aware of the filler words you use, even like hyper aware. And sometimes that ain't good because it makes you do more of them. You become hyper conscious and then things just become even more of a shit show. That you might be in that camp, or you might just be aware when you do them. Sometimes you don't really like them and you want to remove them. It doesn't matter where you are on the scale. I'm going to share with you something called the Eradicate the Filler Words Pledge. And this is something that I've been sharing with my clients for years. And when I went to drama school, I haven't been a professional actor since 2015, but when I went to apply to drama school back in, 1999, 2000, I'm an East London boy. And so when I went there and I auditioned, I got put on the waiting list because my diction was terrible. They couldn't understand what I'm saying. I was using filler words left, right, and center. And I basically got put on the waiting list because they couldn't understand me. So thankfully, a few people didn't take the place and I got in. Over the next 3 years when I did that degree, it's very practical. I had my ass handed to me on a plate by the voice coaches. I was in the R club, the S club, the T club, the filler words club, the this club, the that club. So by the end of it, I had super awareness of how I spoke and what I was saying and all of the filler words and all of that kind of stuff. So I kind of had it beaten out of me over a 3-year period. But what it did, it massively raised my self-awareness. And then in 2007, when I wasn't acting and I fell into the speaking skills coaching, I was like, what can I create that I can share with my clients that they can go and use when I'm not with them, when I'm not literally calling them out, going, did you hear the did you hear the so, did you hear this, which is like a big pattern interrupt. And it's something I do on my live workshops, the virtual coaching, whatever it is. So it's very intense and people become hyper aware. But I thought, what can my clients do when I'm not there so they can become aware and remove it themselves? Because I can't physically be everywhere, right? So what I've done is create the Eradicate the Filler Words Pledge. Now, as a caveat, what I'm going to suggest you do, you might feel like a complete idiot or a dickhead doing it, but that's okay because you're going to be on your own. Unless you're a crazy motherfudger and you want to do it out in public, which I don't recommend. So when you say this Eradicate the Filler Words Pledge, okay, this is interesting. As I'm filming this video right now, I think there's somebody outside doing something with a very powerful car. Right. So when you are saying the Eradicate the Filler Words Pledge, you have to fully commit to saying it. You can't say it half-assed or half-heartedly. Okay, I think that car's leaving. You can't say it half-assed or half-heartedly because it's not going to imprint on your conscious or your unconscious mind. You have to say it with feeling. You have to honor the words. You have to say it with vigor and commitment and conviction like you bloody mean it, because you do want to remove those filler words, right? Right? Okay. So what I want you to do is say it out loud, and ideally you say it out loud looking in the mirror if you can. Right? Maybe you look at it at yourself on your phone. It just becomes more powerful when you use the vocal ability you have, and you talk and speak and you look at yourself in the mirror, you're committing to yourself, you're committing to your conscious mind, your unconscious mind. And just by doing that, you're going to massively raise your self-awareness, and it will help you to remove those. Now, I know you're thinking, Steve, just get to the Eradicate the Filler Words pledge. I will, but this is really important that you say it with vigor. Okay, let's get to it. And you can actually say this with me right now, because I'm going to give you space to say it back. But first, I'm just going to say the text of the Eradicate the Filler Words pledge, just so you know. So one, I'm going to say the text. The second time, okay, I'm going to show you how it's done. And then the third time, I'm going to invite you to say it as I'm saying it. So I'm going to say a line, pause, space for you to say it, pause, space for you to say it. And then I'll put the actual pledge in the description below, so you can then just put it on your notes, save it somewhere, so you can say it every day. I recommend every day for the next 30 days, and watch what happens to the clarity of your speech. I will also say, before I get into the pledge, is that shit might get clunky. All of a sudden, you might become hyper aware, always like this level of awareness about yourself and filler words and other people's filler words, and it might be a bit difficult to talk. That's totally cool. I'd love it if that happens, because it means you're working, you're changing, and you're processing stuff. So stuff might get clunky, and that is a good thing. Right, so here is the text of the Eradicate the Filler Words pledge. Okay, I give myself complete permission as I bring my awareness now into every time I are, or use any other stupid filler word, or use any other stupid filler word and completely eradicate them forever. If I feel or sense I'm about to use those stupid words, I pause, think, and use silence in their place. Okay, now this is how I want you to do it in the mirror. And if you're freaking out about doing it out loud, do it in your head, but still say it with this conviction and energy and passion. Okay, so this is how I want you to do it. And then the next one, I'm going to give you space to say it back. Okay. Why is it with all the sounds and stuff? Helicopters are out now. Here we go. I give myself complete permission as I bring my awareness now into every time I are, or use any other stupid filler word and completely eradicate them forever. If I feel or sense I'm going to use those stupid words, I pause, think, and use silence in their place. That is how I want you to deliver it. Out loud would be the best. If you want to do it in your head, still do it with that level of emotion in there as well. So now it's your turn to say this with me. If you want to put your hand here, if you want to put your hand up here, saying the pledge, please do. Let's commit to it and go for it, because your audience, the person or the people you're talking to, will benefit greatly when you completely remove all of the filler words from your speech. Right, let's get to it. You and me doing the Eradicate the Filler Words pledge. So repeat after me. I'm going to pause and give you space to say it. Okay, here we go. You and me. I give myself complete permission. You go. As I bring my awareness now into every time I are, or use any other stupid filler word and completely eradicate them forever. If I feel or sense I'm going to use those stupid words, I pause, think, and use silence in their place. Yes! I love the fact you did that, even though you might have felt like a bit of an idiot. Maybe you watched it and you didn't say anything. You just thought it'd be funny to watch the pauses in between. I don't know. But the fact is, the Eradicate the Filler Words pledge works. It will help you remove and completely eradicate filler words from your speech if you commit to doing it. I recommend you do it. You look in the mirror first thing in the morning, once a day for 30 days, and just watch what happens to your level of awareness in how you speak and how you deliver your message. But you are going to notice other people using filler words, and it's going to drive you bonkers. Good. I hope it does. All right, so that is the end of this video. That was me sharing how to remove filler words from your speech and sharing that Eradicate the Filler Words pledge. Cool. So if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, the subscribe button. Let me know in the comments what your level of filler words is like. Are you aware? Let me know if this was useful or not, and if you want some more practical guides of how to make more of an impact when you speak. Happy days. Until next time, remember, the speaking revolution starts with you.